What is sovereignty? Real sovereignty. Part 2. We got the content.
You want content? You want content? Our government, the FDA, is feeding Americans fake food, false science, involving us in wars around the world, using our tax dollars like they extorted. Myths, fake cloud spray to make humans stir. Your history is not true. The sky's not blue. Their justice is not for you. Free thinker, but is it really you? False teachers, false prophets, spreading pseudo knowledge without sources. My channel investigate the clues. Crazy World of Podcast.
All right, I hope everybody is doing well. This is part 2 of the true sovereignty. Yo, that's part 1. Ready for this part? Because what I'm about to tell you is the way I know to turn yourself into a sovereign state. If you lawful, the Lord will protect you. That's right. I said lawful. The Lord will protect you. Right? So you lawful to get sovereign. I hate to see these videos where these women, men are embarrassed and locked up following these crazy schemes, but like I said, we students, we learn, once we know better, we can do it. What is true sovereignty? I already told you the first step is mastering self. I told you that. Once you master self, you got your integrity, you got your fairness, you got your compassion, gratitude. Look. You're going to have some type of skills that shows. You do business, you got to be fair. We ain't talking about be righteous enough to go out here. We want to be fair. That's all. Just be fair and do your business. And we ready. Once you have these skills, we ready, you ready for sovereignty. For part 2, you ready. Why is everybody chasing sovereignty? What is it? Are there benefits to being private? Living under a constant spotlight, whether offline or off, can lead to increased stress and anxiety. Maintaining privacy can contribute to psychological well-being, allowing you to focus on your thoughts and emotions and personal growth. See, we need that personal growth without constantly seeking validation or approval from others. Didn't I tell you you will need that personal growth? Rooted in self, validation, not needing approval from others, and a desire to control their own narrative. You see? So everything everything we gain from one, we gonna put it to use now. But we also gonna study their side, because I've been out here, I'm a student, I hear all sides. This is what these teachers say. You get these plates like this, you buy them, I don't know where you buy them from. It says lawfully. So lawfully, gotta be a government behind this, somebody that all law respect. You know what I'm saying? So lawfully, who is it? No driver's license or insurance required. Wow. Private. Not for commerce use. Private mode of travel. peace on earth, goodwill towards men. Goodwill. What do goodwill be? Kindness and compassion. These teachers tell people, long as it's no injured party, you hear that? See, I hear it all. Long as it's no injured party, you good. But I want to say, who decides what emotional pain is? Who decides what pain is? Who decides what an injured party is? Who is these people? If it's not the cops, if it's not the law, who is these people that decides these things? I'm gonna tell you this: what's righteous for me? If I'm righteous, should be righteous for all. You see, I say a man could drive reckless. That means when my kids is playing, wherever they playing at, he's still allowed to do what he want to do. If the teacher lives in a gated community, will he let one of his students he teaching speed up and down the blocks in his gated community while the kids is outside playing? You know what I think he would say? You're endangering the public. There's no injured party yet. Remember that. But I would say that you're endangering the public. Let's be reasonable here. Let's just think for me. Do you want these people for real talking about they could do whatever they want to do? For real? Okay. They say the Constitution gives them the rights to do all this stuff, but they're not citizens. They say the Constitution gives them the rights. So if you using the Constitution, I mean, you better listen to the Constitution because it blatantly says here, the part of the Constitution that gives states rights to make laws for the citizens, you ain't a citizen, okay? In the 10th Amendment, which reserved powers not delegated to federal government, the state, or the people. To the state or the people. I missed it. You teachers, right? The people. Oh, you the people. We studied that too. We good students. In the U.S. Constitution, the people signifies the ultimate source of the governmental authority and refers to a board of collectives of individuals within the nation. So, you the people. If you the people, you governmental authority. That's what it is. Oh, the nation. All right. The border collective of individuals within the nation in the U.S. Constitution is referred to as the people of the United States. So if you're not the people, the nation, and you're not no citizen, so you can't be the people of the United States. But you have teachers out there teaching us that we the people. But that's why I like listening to the old teachers. I like listening to the people who really know what they talk about. And I want y'all to listen to some. I want y'all to listen to
Look
some.
at the first the first part of the United States Constitution where it says we, and this is the preamble to Article 1. We are the people of the United States. Now they said we the people. The we the people was they were not talking about black folk. No place in the Constitution they call black folk people. The black folk are defined in the Constitution as being property, as being 3/5 of a human being. They were dehumanized and left as non-civilized human beings, and that they would be equal to field animals. So whenever the Constitution used the word, those very broad and big words like we the people and all the people in the Constitution, they are not talking about black folk. That's why when you start reading the first part of the United States Constitution, it starts off saying we the people. And it says, and we secure in our blessings of liberty and they knew at that point that black folk would not have any liberty.
Chief Justice Taney was clearly consulting with politicians at the time over the decision.
And he worked with the presidency, with the slave owners to try to permanently enshrine the institution of slavery as constitutionally sound. And he made probably one of the worst opinions the U.S. Supreme Court has ever written.
The majority opinion, joined in by 6 other justices, said that there was no jurisdiction to hear the case. And the reason there was no jurisdiction was that people of African descent in the United States, whether enslaved or free, could not be considered United States citizens. And then they went on to find the Missouri Compromise to be unconstitutional because the Fifth Amendment to the Constitution protected property rights, and enslaved people, according to Taney, were property.
He threw out the Constitution, he threw out the Declaration of Independence to write this tiered analysis that there were subhumans without protection and without rights.
The language of the Declaration of Independence is conclusive. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. The general words would seem to embrace the whole human family, but it is too clear for dispute that the enslaved African race were not intended to be included.
Black man's laws.
No.
American laws are not the black man's laws.
Well, the laws here in America were made by white people for the benefit of white people. The Constitution was written by whites for the benefit of whites. It was never written for the benefit of blacks. And when you read the Constitution, I think in Article 1, Section 2, or Section 1, Article 1, some one of the two, and it's in the Constitution, it says that it classifies black people as 3/5 of a man. 3/5 of a man, subhuman, less than a human being. It relegates us to the level of cattle, hogs, chickens, cows, a commodity that could be bought and sold at the will of the master. No, it was written by whites for the benefit of whites and to the detriment of blacks. And when a black man stands up talking about his constitutional rights, he's out of his mind.
Homie, you out your mind, man. Homie, you out your mind. You out your mind. But I'm trying to tell you, man, we 14th Amendment citizens. 14th Amendment citizens. And our status is automatic. All U.S. citizens are born private citizens and remain so unless they take on a public office or role. We already private citizens. But these people want you to connect them on a foreign ID. Moroccan ID. I wish y'all watched my other video on Moroccan IDs, foreign IDs, diplomatic IDs exposed, man. Because I already exposed all of these. These is people giving up their land rights. If you got any of these IDs, you saying, I give up my land rights to America. Because if you get any of these, just like America, if you come here in America, if you go to Morocco, you have to pledge allegiance to these places, take an oath, and you have to denounce your sovereignty and the country you're coming from. We already private citizens, and y'all students, please. Just look for yourself in the Constitution. You're ready. It's up to us to be private. It's up to us. Fourth Amendment protects private citizens from unreasonable searches and seizures by the government. Ain't that what they saying? They don't want to touch them? If you are private citizens, law-abiding, you're already private. The Fourth Amendment in the Constitution, you are a private citizen. from unreasonable searches and seizures by the government, ensuring the government must have probable cause. You can't just run up on, I'm private, and you can't just run up on me like this. And cause and a warrant supported by an oath to conduct and search or seizure. This protects individuals' privacy. The Fourth Amendment protects you as a private citizen. Security in their persons. The 14th Amendment, now you a person. The 14th Amendment, right, this is you. The fourth, my bad. The fourth, but you are 14th, 13th, 14th, 15th Amendment citizen if you black. Don't let these, come on. I'm going to show you true sovereignty, but we can't use cons and these easy methods. I'm going to keep saying this, yo. There ain't no easy way out, man. You're going to have to put your head down and work for it, man. You're going to have to work for it. Man. It ain't going to be easy. Now I'm going to be getting into my way. My way. Because these people, all they want is cars. They want to, I could get a free car. I could get my rights paid. I could get my pieces. Yo, I don't want to say no names, man, because I don't want to be like dumb because they ignorant. But I want to tell you, life ain't about a car. Life ain't about a shirt. Huh? Could you pass that shirt down to your grandkids? It might be out of style. The car, you if it's an antique, you might can sell it, but it ain't real. Real property, trees and plants is real property. Trees and plants is more real than a car. A car is considered personal property. Your home, see, this here is tricky because a home, you're going to have partial jurisdiction, not full jurisdiction, but you probably have 45%. But a real home is not real property unless you own land. Because this getting what I'm talking. This getting into what I'm talking about. See, our ancestors knew it was sovereignty. Sovereignty is land. That's why all these states, country, they got sovereignty because they got land. Real property includes the land itself and all immovable things permanently attached to it. Buildings, trees, natural resources like minerals is also encompassing the legal right of ownership associated with the land. So once you get the land, you own trees and all, including the right to control and process and transfer the property. This is distinct from personal property, which is movable and not affixed to the land. You see? I'm telling you, once you got all these things, you trying to get land. You hear me? Land is sovereignty. Land is privacy. You see what I'm saying? And once you in the public, this what you mean they have no jurisdiction. You in somebody else's jurisdiction when you come in the public. That you gotta watch these auditors. They go around auditing, making sure the governmental people is doing what they doing and everything. They telling people, you're in the public. I could do what I want to you. I'm in the private. I'm protected by the Constitution. You gotta watch some of these pictures, man. If you're in the public, you have no jurisdiction in the public, man. Who do you think it is? For real? Land is true sovereignty, boss. And if your teachers ain't teaching that land is it's true sovereignty, he misleading you. But I'm not gonna mislead you. I'm on part 2, but I'm not got all this cash. I can just go buy land and set up shop. I'm not the rich guy. You see what I'm saying to you? I ain't the rich guy. So what I want to do is start a tri-state. See how like Jersey, Connecticut, and New York, it's like a metro area. Cooperation, coordination on regional issues, offering difference, often driven by necessity to due to shared economical, social, and infrastructural ties. I want to be a tri-state, like 10 men get together, put up 20,000 a piece, and we go buy land. You know, you know what I'm saying? If we want, because you got to use the Constitution how it's supposed. If you want to, just say, hold on, let me fix this up here. Just say you want to be able to carry guns. You got to move to a state where gun laws is right. In their jurisdiction, they allow it. So you got to buy land in these jurisdictions. You see, or you're gonna have to go by the law. You know. But what I want to do is start something, a metro area, 10, 20, 30 men get together, put money in, buy land. We all build on this land. We all bring the land together, you know? And then we want land. Remember, I told you, some states is allies, you see. 2 states together is stronger than 1 state. You know what I'm saying? So I told you, I think I, I'm the state first. I'm the state now. I connect with him. We the state. We get this. We get the land, and the land is the money, right? And this is the key to it all. You get the land, but you gotta put people on notice. They tell you gotta Phyllis, put him on notice. File that paper to him. Put him on notice. Send that paper to him. Put a red stamp on it, and then put it in this letter and send it. Homie, you do have to put them on notice. You do have to put them that this is private property. That's the notice you got to put them. You have to stick it once you get the land, because land is sovereign. You're sovereign once you have your own land. If you don't have no land, it get tricky. But we gonna move on. I'm gonna explain it. But check this out. What the land is your sovereignty. When they say put people on notice, this is the lawful way to put them on notice. Put one of these no trespassing signs in your dirt so they can see, so everybody can see. Now you are fully sovereign. Fully sovereign. Check out all these the castle doctrine. You have a right to defend your land lawfully. It gotta be, I'm saying, get off. You see the sign. You gotta warn them. Even though this is a warning, if like a bum just struck, you can't just shoot the bum. You gotta be a threat to the castle. But these here 2 signs here protect you by law. These 2 signs protect your jurisdiction. Puts people on notice that such and such said, don't step foot on this property. This is true sovereignty. put them on notice. You don't have to nail nobody. You put these signs on your land. That's putting them on notice. The government. This is what I don't want the government involved in. Listen, once you get your land, you put your no trespassing sign. The government can't come on there. And they trying to pass this law right here, the No Government Trespassing Act, to make it harder for people to come on your land. Government, all that. This is giving more rights to the landowners. See, they ain't gonna tell you that because they want to get all the money. They ain't gonna tell you the real way. This is when I'm studying. This is the real way I see sovereignty. Get you some land and put a no trespassing sign, and you are sovereign on your land. Once you leave your land, you are not in your jurisdiction no more. You're back into public. You're probably going to encounter other jurisdictions, like highways. And they have their laws because now you're in their jurisdiction, like the Constitution said. Anything not referred to the feds, they give to the states to make law for citizens and anyone in their jurisdiction. All right, so this land, once you on your land, you make your law, long as it's not lawful, long as it's not illegal. You could do whatever you want on your land. If it's legal, if it's illegal, they might could just come on your property because you hurting somebody. You doing something you shouldn't. What I'm trying to tell you is lawful sovereignty. Lawful. And the trespassing sign. Hold on. Just listen to this 1 second, because this is going to explain to you. This is going to explain to you what I'm talking.
What is the purpose of no trespassing signs? Have you ever noticed a no trespassing sign and wondered what it really means? These signs play an important role in protecting private property. They inform the public that entering the property without permission is not allowed. This clear message helps property owners maintain control over their land. From a legal perspective, no trespassing signs are essential for establishing property rights. When a property owner posts these signs, they strengthen their position in case of a legal dispute. If someone enters the property without authorization, the sign serves as evidence that the owner communicated the restriction. This makes unauthorized entry a violation of trespassing laws. The effectiveness of no trespassing signs can differ depending on where you live. In some places, the law requires these signs to be posted at regular intervals along property lines. In other areas, a single, clearly visible sign may be enough. The sign should be easy to read, typically featuring the words "no trespassing." Including a reference to the relevant state, law can also help strengthen their legal standing. Beyond their legal function, these signs act as a deterrent. They help prevent unwanted visitors or potential criminals from entering private property. By making it clear that the area is private, the signs warn that entering without consent could lead to penalties, such as fines or arrest. For property owners, it is important to place no trespassing signs at all key entry points. This includes gates, driveways, and perimeter boundaries. Proper placement ensures that anyone approaching the property is well informed of the restriction. While no trespassing signs provide strong legal notice, they do not offer complete immunity from all legal claims. Certain emergency personnel or government agents may have valid reasons to enter the property despite the signs. However, laws like the No Government Trespassing Act protect property owners from unauthorized government entry. In summary, No trespassing signs serve several purposes. They clearly communicate that entry onto the property is prohibited without permission. They mark property boundaries for legal clarity and provide a basis for legal action against unauthorized entry. They also deter trespassing and protect the safety and privacy of property owners. For property owners, understanding local regulations about the wording, placement, and frequency of these signs is essential. This knowledge helps them fully protect their rights and maintain control over their property.
Do you see what I'm saying? A trespassing sign is a strong legal notice. You see what I'm saying to you? A strong legal notice. You get the land, you put them on notice. You see what I'm saying to you? This just what I'm finding out. You know, I would love to have a discussion with any teacher or any student representing the teacher teaching this. This is my situation right now. I'm going to use me as an example for this one. I live in an apartment. Landlord, management group put stipulations. Yes, I have jurisdiction inside of my apartment, on the inside of my apartment. And I only have partial. They come in for we gotta let them in for inspections. We gotta let them in for work if they have to do it, because this is their thing. They maintain this property. We don't own the land. We own an apartment, so we don't have full jurisdiction. Once we out into the hallway, we have to no smoking. We have to abide by the landlord rules so many times. You could break the lease if your kid busting holes all in the walls and everything. The landlord come in, he could kick you out. He could break your lease. So I don't have full jurisdiction in here. And the same goes for homeowners, townhouses. If you don't own the land, you don't have full jurisdiction. You are under stipulations. If you in the condo, homeowners, sometimes they say no mortifications. I heard if you in a homeowner, you can't even mortify your house without accident. You can't even paint your house without accident. Your fence got to be a certain height, matched up everybody else's fence. Your grass got to be cut every day, or it's fines you got to pay. Some even say you can't have pets. You see what I'm saying? So, yes, you have jurisdiction, but I wouldn't call it full jurisdiction because you don't own the land. Look on your deed, see if you own the land, a land deed. So we gotta live in this here, but the big focus is again. This is what I'm studying. This is what I'm focusing on. This is what I'm reaching for, to have this. A for sale sign on the property. The real property. What's real property? Land. Everything else is personal property. Personal property. I can see it in the future. Me and about 50 brothers buying land, starting a utopia. This is the only thing. This is like lightning strike. Bam! Just like lightning strike. This is the only thing. You own your property and you truly sovereign. This is the only thing that can get in your way. Take your sovereignty, remove your sovereignty in the mint domain. If they want to build a train or a bridge where your house is at, they come tell you, you're going to have the government to come have remove you. But they will compensate you, give you the right price, and you probably can negotiate too to get more than what you bought out of it, because you increased the price once you came there. You increased it, even though they just want to tear it down. That ain't got nothing to do with you. You increased it. So I hope y'all got what I'm giving up. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all understand what I'm saying. True sovereignty is land and a trespassing sign. Simple as that. I can't put it to you no simpler than that. And you already private. You could do anything you want to do. You don't have to buy it. You have to work for it. You understand what I'm saying? This has been another Crazy World Productions. This time, I want to leave you with this beautiful black lady. I want y'all to listen to what she say, and I'll catch y'all in the next.
Basically 3 pieces, 1, 2, and 3 put together. These are very sturdy. Amazon, keep them away. Private property.